I'm Maddie Lee, joined by Joe Mussatto at Chesapeake Energy Arena after the Thunder's 115-108 loss to the Heat. The Thunder got one center back and one center stayed out. So Nerlens Noel came back. Steven Adams, after suffering a right knee contusion in the last game, was still out for this one as the Thunder faced Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, and it was a really tough matchup to only have one true center, Nerlens Noel, and then Mike Muscala also played, but I'm more of a perimeter-oriented guy. But Bam Adebayo, he's just really tough to deal with. He can lead a fast break when he gets a rebound. He can facilitate from the top of the key, and he can really kill you down low. And he did not lead the Heat in scoring. That was Kendrick Nunn, but he had 21 points on 7 of 11. So a tough matchup inside for the Thunder to still be less at full strength at center.
Yeah, definitely. And I thought some of the most impressive points were him on defense switching on to smaller guards. He was guarding Chris Paul successfully for some possessions. Obviously, a most improved player of the year candidate, and he certainly showed it tonight. He's just so versatile.
Yeah, and he's a really good passer as well, so he attracts so much attention inside, and then they surround him with a bunch of shooters, and Kendrick Nunn and Jimmy Butler. And I mean, Butler's obviously more than just a shooter, but Duncan Robinson. They've got a lot of guys who can make threes, and the Heat started off 6 of 7 from 3 in that first quarter. And really, when you look at this game, the Heat outscored the Thunder 40-26 in the first quarter. Second and third quarters were ties. Thunder outscored the Heat by 7 in the fourth quarter, so it really goes back to that first quarter.
Yeah, and the Thunder has been really struggling with the first quarter lately. Over the past 4 games, including this one, the Thunder has not been able to hold their opponents to less than 30 points. I think 33 was the best that they did. They had another 41-point opponent scoring performance. And yeah, tonight was clearly a bad one. And the Heat just shot out of their minds.
Yeah, the first quarter was insane. And it's, early in the season, it was the third quarter. It was, what's happening to the Thunder when they come out of the locker room after halftime. And now the trend for these last few games have been a bad first quarter. And we've seen this Thunder team come back so often, but against a good team like Miami, who's second in the East right now, it's just, you can sort of claw back, which the Thunder did, but still not enough to overcome a really terrible opening quarter.
Yeah, they trailed by as many as 14 points, which was how much they trailed by at the end of the first. And then were able to cut it back down to 7 late in the game, but that was pretty much as close as it got. Mentioned Nunn, who led the Heat in scoring. He's an undrafted free agent, and behind John Morant, who's the clear favorite for the Rookie of the Year award, he's really making a good case for himself.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch, and you just see him, and it's like, how did everyone miss on this guy? But I guess that's what a lot of front offices are asking themselves now. But he had 22 points, 9 of 17, 3 of 5 from 3, so when you add him to an already good team, like when you kind of luck out on a guy like that, he just puts them in great position.
Yeah, and like you said, they have so many good shooters, and so you leave the rookie open, and he was there to knock shots down and lead the Heat in scoring. So the Thunder, this was the second of the Thunder's 3-game homestand. One more tomorrow against the Trailblazers, who also played tonight and had one of their key backcourt pieces, CJ McCollum, roll an ankle, so we don't know what his status will be for tomorrow, but it could be potentially a battered Trailblazers team. But before that, enjoy post-game video of Chris Paul, Hamidou Diallo, who had a crazy dunk during this game, and Danilo Gallinari.